13.
And today we have a triple feature.
All right, yeah, once more. Are we at this time? We're talking about. This time we are talking about relative across multiple generations.
It's babies, cross-gen evolutions,
And
which includes the Eeveelution separated from those. Those in their own tier list.
Yeah. Since that I figured that since that just felt right. And so all right. Now babies and cross gens are a bit different. And rather than viability, I rank them by by necessity.
No, we will go over their stats and address their viability as well.
Yeah. But I felt that was more important. That was mainly how I wanted to talk about them. So I guess without further ado, let's talk about some babies. I guess starting with personal feelings.
Yep.
All right. Okay, this is gonna get a bit weird.
Yeah, I'd assume it'd get weird, considering the topic is babies and baby mods.
Well, at the bottom, I present the Pichu tier. Here because simply because.
Noah doesn't know how he feels about Pichu.
Yeah, I really don't. Oh, because I'm not sure how I went about. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Pichu.
It's like on one hand, there's like the Smash Bros. Fan and stuff.
About it. Yeah, when the other hand, Pichu has caused me nothing but pain and suffering. When using one. I don't need to go into detail about that. Though, but have you ever tried to shiny hunt one? You ever tried to get one a shiny Pichu
from the
odd egg?
It's irritating.
It took 90 resets.
It's over the course of
several weeks.
Course of multiple weeks.
Eeks. Not fun. Not worth it. Either. Next up, but no. Aside from that, in D tier, I hate these things. I despise these things. Let's start with why not.
Yep.
Mainly, because of this egg, the egg you get in Lava Ridge. It takes a long ass time to hatch. I was wondering, I wonder what it's gonna be. It better be worth it.
Why not?
No, fuck you. It's a why not. It's a why not that takes longer than usual to hatch. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, for some reason its egg cycles are set way higher than another why not.
There's also a Togepi in the post game that it works like that. With a Togepi with hustle as well. But hey, it's Togepi. Yeah, this is why not. Is that so?
Yep. That's the way it is.
Yeah. So, but no. That personally offended me. Why not offended me? Because of that egg. Tyro has offended me for a very long time. I'm not only is getting one stupid, not only is getting one really stupid, it but you but its evolution method. Its evolution method it is fucking dumb. Yeah, it needs to make you need to fucking micromanage it. And I don't know, make sure its IV is match is match.
Wants to avoid anything that gives attacker defense.
Yeah, mainly getting a fucking Hitmontop. See, it's fairly straightforward.
But if you want Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, just make sure.
I mean, you should just be going for one of those.
Focus on attacker defense.
And so yeah, trying to make sure its IVs are the same. And don't have it out against something that gives. And don't have it out against something that gives. In the give of attacker defense. I feel there could have been there probably could have been several different several different workarounds to this. Several different ways to several there could have been several less stupid ways to get is for it to evolve.
Like what?
I don't know what. Just having to be fucking stat based is just dumb.
I prefer if it only looked at how many EVs they had.
Yeah, no, it takes its IVs into account.
It's just the base stat that the Pokemon has, not.
As yeah, it's the fact that yeah. Even if you try and equal and balance them out, there's a chance its IVs don't match.
So you have to adjust for that.
It's
trial and error figuring it out.
I mean, it really shouldn't be calculated through the. It really shouldn't be calculated through IVs. IVs probably shouldn't have a deciding factor in that.
And yet they are. So it makes this.
Makes Hitmontop especially annoying. Mm-hmm. I'll probably go more. But yeah, please, I don't like Tyrogue. This thing pisses me off. Often, every time I use one, it just every time I fucking use one, it's just annoying. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yep. Hitmontop. Like.
Well, this is Tyrogue.
Hitmon bottom. Got him.
I'll talk more about Hitmontop. We can talk about Hitmontop up the next list.
Yeah.
Then C. No. I don't know. Neutral. Oh, I don't really have anything.
They exist. Azurill.
I haven't. Yeah, I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Well, Azurill could change genders. Like, there was a 1 in 3 chance that a female Azurill would become a male upon evolving at some point.
I think that was corrected in Gen 6.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was just. I'm assuming that. Yeah. I'm assuming that's. Yeah. That was. I'm guessing that was just an oversight they never fixed.
Had to have
been. And Igglybuff. Igglybuff.
It exists.
Yeah. Chingling is even more, or it exists. They gave it to something that was already kind of bad. They gave it to some. They gave it to a Pokemon. They gave it to a Pokemon that was already pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to a Pokemon that barely even that barely even exists.
Of course they did.
B. Yeah, in B tier.
Good.
Cleffa.
Right, the whole actual star shape aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. And the other three just feel natural. Just feel like natural. Just feel like natural inclusions. Natural parts of the line.
I'm Budu. Rosalia was a weird one-off. But it really shouldn't have been.
And Bonsly. Bonsly.
Bonsai. Sudowoodo just felt weird as something that didn't have a pre-evolution.
Yeah. No. And Mantike, like also. Yeah.
Same in case of Mantike
and
Happiny.
Yeah.
And why is the Pokemon with a literal egg hatch out of an egg?
Yeah. Yeah. Then yeah, A tier is A tier, and there's A tier.
Great babies.
It is
Don't natural as part of the line and have interesting designs on their own.
yeah, there's the bird watchers.
There's the mons that can be found in the legendary bird dungeons in Kanto.
Yeah, Smoochum, Ellicott, and Magby.
All solid designs in their own, and they all make sense to exist within their lines.
Mime Junior. I don't like the thought of this thing hatching out of an egg.
I don't like Mr. Mime hatching out of an egg, so yeah.
Hey. And oh yeah, Toxel. Was introduced with
It's line, so that kind of goes without saying that it fits with the line.
And yeah, it's weird they introduced a new baby Pokemon. Just introduced a new baby Pokemon. Yeah, a new original one. Then in S tier are my favorites. It's also mentioned the Togepi. It's Togepi.
Yeah.
It's Togepi. It's a free gift. It's a free gift in 2 games. Ames and works as a really good works as a good introduction to into the egg mechanic.
Like a baby Pokemon in general.
And then there's Munchlax. Actually looking for one in Sinnoh. Aside from actually trying to find it in a Sinnoh game.
And it's got a ton of personality.
It just eats.
And could honestly stand on its own as a baby, as a Pokemon.
It eats so much that it eats a ton and then and just sleeps. And it eats. It. Also, Munchlax is now is also helpful for outbreaks. It's also helpful for outbreaks and Legends.
Yeah, you go, little guy.
Yeah, you go. Oh, yeah, you go, you funky.
You funky little guy.
And then there's Riolu. then the Riolu. Again, even if using one of these things, even if using one in its home region is next to is very impractical. It's cool. Well, not much else to say about it.
So with that,
Now let's see how necessary these were.
once we have introduced with their evolutions,
And
Toxel, Riolu, and Togepi are exempt from this discussion because of it.
why not? Then we have Indeed here.
These didn't really need to exist.
This why not? I don't.
Yeah. Why did Wobbuffet get a pre-evolution of all Pokemon?
I think his name was for Azurill.
And Ozzer and Meryl.
Maryland, Jigglypuff.
Ozzer, why not? Wobbuffet's feels like a one-off gimmick Pokemon, which it really was. I don't know why they need to make it evolve.
Oh,
All Meryl and Jigglypuff are just pathetic.
Yeah.
They didn't need pre-evolutions.
C
is, I mean, I guess it's understandable.
Oh, Happini and Cleffa.
Like, looking at Clefairy and Chansey's stats, yeah, those are pretty high. But, they're not amazing. Which is why you get C tier.
B
is...
I guess
it made sense to give them a pre-evolution.
Yeah, I just want to know how Chimecho got it.
Chimecho and Roselia lines both felt like they were missing something.
Well, Chimecho was literally added, the last thing added.
And it might have been planned to have an evolution at some point, a pre-evolution at some point, but literally they got one part of the line in.
And I don't know.
And Shingling could have very well been a scrap constant for Hoenn.
Even if Chimecho itself isn't even very strong.
Yeah.
And Badu, and yeah, Roselia does feel weird just feels kind of weird.
As a standalone Pokemon. It was literally the most forgettable Hoenn Pokemon. Because it was so generic and boring.
And then 8 here, and 8, then an 8 here. There we have. Yeah, these needed to these need.
Yeah, it made sense to add these.
Yeah, we kind of already mentioned with, and then the person. So, well, this is the same for personal feelings. Is on how these really should exist. As to, and how it just doesn't. It feels a little unnatural. See them come out of an egg.
Bonsai, yeah. Sudowoodo, Mime Jr., Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Mantine, those all felt really weird to come out of an egg. And Peachy's up here because, come on. It'd feel weird not to give the mascot pre-evolution.
It'd feel weird to not have a new gimmick and have a new mechanic. It cannot tie I Pikachu to it.
Made a lot of sense to do so, even if it didn't. Even if Pikachu didn't need it from a statistic standpoint.
And there's these were definitely necessary. With Munchlax and the Bird Watchers. Snorlax's BST is 540. Mm-hmm.
That, my friends, is insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. 540. Yeah, these three just. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah, these three also just. As much. Yeah, they just feel normal.
Memor, Jinx, and Electro were weird, and it.
They were just weird one-offs.
Which I guess was fine, but like. The pre-evolutions made their family feel a lot more natural.
Mm-hmm.
And they also get the S-tiers also get bonus points for being regularly usable as babies.
Yeah.
Just before they
Actually
evolve.
being somewhat decent.
Mm-hmm. And they're not a liability to the team before they evolve.
Uh-huh. Which they evolve at level 30.
And sort of because they're actually decent.
Uh-huh. And then yeah, Munchlax evolves also with high friendship. So yeah, that's all. That's baby Pokemon undiscussed. Us now. Let's talk about. Now let's talk about. Now let's talk about cross gens.
Yeah.
And and how do I feel about these things? How do I feel about these things? Well, let's start indeed here. Ew. Ew. No.
Oh god, kill it with fire.
Yeah.
On top.
Well, I've
We've randomly got Hitmontop for many other occasions.
and I hate this thing. And getting it is so fucking annoying. And
Tyrogue is a really dumb evolution method, as we have just said, and
then, yeah, the fact that it takes it mainly calculate it's mainly determined by its IVs. Is you can't view, you can't see what your IVs are. Or so you have no way of fucking knowing. And even if the stats look identical, or when you get one, and there's no way. There's no way of knowing if it'll change, if those will get misaligned. And then you gotta and then either you're fucked or you gotta waste money on vitamins. And
neither of which are fun scenarios. It was licky.
Nasty.
The beta evolution was better.
Mm-hmm. Licking Lord was better. Oh no, it's got the fucking Wi-Fi. It's got the fucking Wi-Fi symbol. The fucking Wi-Fi symbol on its body.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know. It just looks so dumb. Oh, like it doesn't even have its tongue out all the way. It's just Lickitung but fatter. I don't like it. Speaking of, I don't like it. The Hisuian evolution, the poison and evolution, the Hisuian poison types.
Sneasler and Overquill.
Sneasler. Ugh.
What the hell did they do to this line?
Yeah. This really does just look like furry baits. Sneasel. His thing. The worst part is that Hisuian Sneasel actually looks good.
And then it evolves.
Oh no, I couldn't. Yeah, because this thing only exists for the climbing for climbing.
Yeah,
That's the only reason. That's the only reason and they didn't just make Hisuian Weavile.
They had to make it long so it looked fine. It looks normal climbing.
It's just so.
Do not like it.
No, and Overquill is just.
What the hell did they do? Hisuian Quillfish is cool.
Oh yeah, they finally gave Quillfish an evolution.
It's ugly.
Oh, I don't like it.
It just looks dumb.
It's yeah, I don't like it. It, it yeah, I don't like it.
That's all there is to say about it.
Yeah, D tier is I don't like these things. C tier is
I mean, they exist.
mm-hmm.
Exist or feel the same way as the alternate, or like about the same as the alternate evolution. And
Yeah, awesome. I don't really care for the Oddish line. I
it's one of my favorite Gen 1 on families.
bestie. Poly, it's a frog. It feels I don't know. It just feels a little unnatural
How abrupt the transition from Poliwhirl is.
because it probably was was meant to be its own. It was probably originally its own
Probably
line.
just a standalone mon originally, and it felt empty.
It yeah, I'm pretty sure it was part of its own line originally.
Did it actually have any pre-evolutions coded?
It was those Gen 1 frogs.
Oh right, yeah.
Uggs. 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 If I'm correct, and that's what it was supposed to be.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why it feels so disconnected from the.
Because it wasn't meant to be part of the line in the first place.
Yeah, Scizor. I may or may not have talked about what I think about Scizor.
But both statistically and in terms of design, it really is just a matter of personal preference whether you like Sizzle or Scyther more.
Yeah, I just think Scyther looks cooler.
But Scissor's like fine. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
It's a really cool design in its own right. It's just overshadowed by Scyther, or in both of our opinion.
There's Ambipom. I know there are tons of people who hate Ambipom.
Yeah, not so overshadowed by the other Scyther evolution, but we'll get to that one.
Yeah. Ambipom. I know there are a lot of people who hate this thing.
It exists.
It exists.
The design as a whole is just one of the most. Is just really forgettable.
Uh-huh. Tangrowth.
Beta was better, but it's not terrible.
Mm-hmm. Probopals.
It exists.
Yeah, again, it exists.
Frostlass.
Yeah,
It didn't need to exist and didn't really fix the Snowrunt line.
And B tier. I think they're cool. Oh.
There's an isopod down here.
Oh. Okay, so we have
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Slowking. And
Yeah.
it's a Slowking. It's a slow. What if Slowpoke became smart?
And was specially defensive instead of physically defensive. So instead of being special attack and physical defense, this was the true special tank.
Yeah, we're not talking about stats right now.
No, it's just an interesting trade-off in both design and lore, and I do prefer Slowking.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
And they also gave it a signature move in Gen 9, and it's an Ice-type move that sets up Snowscape, then switches it out.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave it a signature move called Chilly Reception, where it tells a joke and then switches out. I don't know why they did that.
Anyways, Kingdra. Again, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Beta design would have been S tier. Like, beta design was amazing.
Yeah.
And again, they shied away from making it more draconic.
Actually, no, it just looks like it just looks like a bigger horsey,
Looks like a bigger Cedra now.
bigger Cedra.
More elegant instead of out of the spikiness of Cedra.
Rhyperior. I know there. I know. Yeah, again, there are people that.
Oh boy, Rhyperior is a very divisive Pokemon.
I guess because it just. It just it's too. Is it too? It's probably too drastic.
Too drastic of an evolution. Which I mean, I do understand in some rights.
And it just and yeah.
It's very different from Rhydon. And Eeveelite Rhydon is technically better than it, but like in general, Rhyperior is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Big old construction worker rock rhino.
Yeah, you literally give it a construction.
It also has cannon arms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arms like it just yeah.
Yeah. Jan
It launches rocks.
Jan
Yeah, also pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a big ass dragonfly.
And it has is so many things at once. It's a dragonfly. It's a fighter jet. It's
a kaiju.
Dragonfly, fighter jet, kaiju.
It's hilarious. It's just there's what isn't this thing based on?
A dog.
Well, I mean, Dustmore. Dust. Yeah. It just feels a lot. It feels natural, like a nat. It feels natural. It just feels more natural. It feels like a natural step up to from Dusclops. I was thinking like they got these. Yeah. This line and like embodies a bunch of these horror these horror or its horror theme. With skulls, cyclops, and now a reaper.
And a giant stomach mouth.
Yeah. Right, giant stomach mouth.
And it'll also grab you with its giant hands and drag you to hell.
Yes, this thing can drag you to hell. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, don't fuck with this thing.
Because it takes its duties very seriously.
Also, its stomach, its mouth, it kind of looks like it has a face on it. Ace too.
Yeah.
It's stomach too.
Yeah, it opens up. It's a mouth.
Yep, stomach mouth. Cursula. It's a dead Cursula.
Yep.
It's a dead Cursula. Yeah, that's why it's a ghost type. It's pretty fucked up. It's a little bit fucked up, actually. Even
References coral bleaching.
I like it.
It's pure ghost, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rhyme is a fine chap.
A chaplain, even.
Yeah. It's a really interesting take on really interesting idea to give Mr. Mime a Galarian form.
An evolution too at that.
Though it's still weird Galarian Mime Jr. doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's. I think it's funny.
Mhm.
I think it's a funny guy.
City guy.
Yeah. I. Rodriguez. It's. I like the idea.
Of having an alternate an evolution to Rodriguez.
It's. It's yeah. It's ground type now. Oh, and it's made up. Yeah, it's made of runes. Of old runes. And I think that I just think that's cool. Oh. Oh. Oh, and then oh yeah, not much else to say about it.
It's just cool.
Then there's Ursaluna. It's
Big old bear.
big old bear. Ursaring is now Ursaring it became a quadruped. And yeah, just look at this thing.
How could you hate this? It's a goofy bear.
Yeah. Though I feel it is, though I just feel it probably didn't need to exist.
That's probably why it's in this tier.
It didn't, it didn't need to exist.
Its existence felt a little absurd. Doing Ursaring an evolution.
Well, thankfully, Ursa and can't use Eeveelution.
Yeah.
But it's weird. You're thinking of this, seeing this thing, and saying, "Yeah, that's a middle stage." Now into A tier, are the really cool ones. As we got Steelix.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Now this is a pretty solid snake.
Yup.
Here. Yeah, it's yeah. Go showcase of the steel type.
But honestly, the best. He might be the best steel type in Gen 2.
But that's although that's not saying a whole lot.
It's either that or Skarmory.
No, I don't know about that. But yeah, Steelix is just it's just really cool and definite, and I needed upgrade from Onyx.
I think with Onyx was Jesus.
The
design's cool, but it sucked.
Porygon 2. It got an up. Porygon got an upgrade. And now it's smoother.
Yup. Increase the polygon count.
I remember how Porygon's on its conception it was entirely was meant to be ironic.
Mm-hmm.
And how it was something that kids wouldn't get it's something kids wouldn't understand, but adults would. So Porygon was kind of put it as a joke.
Because they were being told and asked
We're
why
being
they were still working with sprites and
working on it with a game for the Game Boy.
and they can move up to something like the N64 with the polygons stuff.
Yeah, so polygonal.
Including polygonal. So they added a polygonal Pokemon.
Yes, Porygon, and so Porygon 2 goes even further. Porygon 2 is Porygon 2 is now smoothed out.
Representing an evolution in 3D graphics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's. I just think that's cool.
And of course,
yeah.
Next we get.
Yeah, Gen 4 had a lot. Of
lot of bangers.
It's Magius. Is it go? Is Mischievous go? Mischievous is one. Mischievous went from. Mischievous went from a fucking to the Banshee.
Lead to a witch.
Yeah.
It feels like a natural progression and ties back to Mischievous to Murkrow's original inspirations.
Ends up being a witch.
It's giving these two more of a link since they are meant to be counterparts.
Since they were now made, since they were, since they were made, since they're now they were retroactive, counterparts. It's. Speaking of which, I just think it's cool. It makes the line a lot. It makes Mischief. It just. It's just. Because who the hell remembered Mischievous? Who the hell used a Mischievous? That was a trick question.
And it's not available till Kanto.
At Mount Silver.
It's not available until Mount Silver. Nobody used this on their team.
And due to its weird development.
It's Magius.
Now this is actually.
It's a fully realized special sweeper or special tank hybrid.
All its stats are very high. Our stats are like those three stats are all really high.
Mischievous was just decent. It's now really good at after evolving.
But it's just cool.
I wish they didn't go further with that stat spread.
Right. They didn't go further with that stat spread.
That's a topic for another year.
Yeah, but Haunch Crow is also pretty cool. It's now a mafia a crow.
You know, makes sense.
And so, I mean, yeah.
Crows are social animals.
It's a plant honcho.
It's a cute concept.
The head haunch crow.
The head haunch crow.
And also, this is usually used by. This is used by a few villains.
And so it's usually added to teams as a thematic Ikmon.
I think Lysander, Cyrus.
I think nowadays it's Scarlet and Violet. Giacomo has one.
I think
since he's the honorary new boss of Team Star. Check that actually. I think he actually does have one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check old Giacomo. Sorry for getting a bit off topic here.
Does he have Haunch Crow?
Lysander has one. Cyrus has one. Giovanni has one on the Celebi event.
It's like the evil villain, the boss of a bird.
They gave him a haunch crow, right? Yes, they did.
Yes, that's amazing.
Let's go. They gave him a haunch crow.
Oh, it really is. It is the boss Pokemon. It's the team boss.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Haunch Crow is just a cool. It's just also a cool. Oh my god! Oh god, your tongue's blue.
Yeah.
It's like an interesting in divergence.
That's from the original old design.
Since Miss Magius has took on the witch aesthetic.
I just find it a fun role reversal between the two. And
Gliscor. I mean, it is a
vampire bat scorpion.
Yes, the Fang Scorp.
The Fang Scorp. I hate that species name. That's
That
stupid.
fucking name is that's Finny. No, you can't have
Why
candy.
do all the cool Pokemon have terrible species names?
You can't have that. Yeah, it's got these big claws, the giant tail. Finny, no. It's just real. It is just. It's just so. Yeah, the fucking. Yeah, it goes further with the fucking. Yeah, it's. Yeah, the face. Yeah, this fucking face hugger.
Or Scorpion.
And yeah. And Gliscor is just. Yeah, it's just really cool. Oh.
Oh, weird that they added in the same generation. They added like a true Scorpion Pokemon, but I digress.
I mean, yeah, Gliscor, they're more based on face huggers. Yeah, but yeah, Gliscor is really cool. Oh. Then we have a Mamoswine.
Oh boy, this is a real ancient piggy.
Yeah, Piloswine was actually meant to get an evolution and back in Gen 2. But didn't. But it was but it was cut. But yeah, it didn't make it into the final game.
Correct me if I'm stupid, but I think that would have been our first 3-stage Ice Line.
See,
I don't think Gen 1 had one.
No, I don't think. I think it was all. They were all. Actually, they were all 2 stages.
No! Remove those. Oh my god! Vinny!
You can't have You can't have.
What the hell?
You wouldn't even like
Okay,
that.
for context, I have this plate of like Warheads Extremes. I've eaten too much. My tongue sore and blue. But like Vinny or whatever cats just picked one up by the wrapper with his mouth.
You shit.
Like, no.
You shit.
And I'm pretty sure you'd like instantly perish if you tried to eat one of those.
Yeah. Dumbass. So yeah, Mamoswine. Yeah, I think it would have been. And had it actually made it.
Oh well, we got Walrein in the next gen.
Yeah. Yeah, Mamoswine is. Mamoswine is really cool.
Yeah. Well, very underrated.
Though, I mean, yeah. And then there's a Gallade. They made
an alternate evolution to Curlia.
A male evolution.
Possibly in response to all the people who thought Gardevoir
was only female.
They were like, well, if people see this design as feminine, then I guess we're gonna add an actual a masculine one.
Yeah. And also the one of the soul bearers of the dawn, the 2 bearers of the Dawnstone. Yeah, all 2, one of 2. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, one of the, but yeah, it's cool. It has swords for hands.
Hands. This thing is rad. Rad. How could you hate it? It's awesome that they have a physical alternative to Gardevoir in the line now.
Yeah.
And because of their differences in movesets, they actually work well together on a team.
Yeah.
Team 2. So I think that's really fun.
And then we have a Berserker. Instead of
Persian, Galarian Meowth evolves into Berserker.
Now this is rad.
This is the superior Meowth evolution.
It is a Viking Meowth.
It's so cool. And I believe I don't remember if it became a physical sweeper or a physical tank.
Physical tank.
It became a physical tank. And it hits stupid hard with Iron Head. I get stuff like Shadow Claw too.
Yeah.
Ooh. I know Hone Claws and Screech are common status moves on it too.
Yeah.
Ooh, at least in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, spoilers. You get a gift if Galarian Meow at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Alright, then. Alright. It's just cool.
Got tons of personality.
It,
It's just such a fun design.
Then there's a Weird Deer.
They gave Stantler an evolution, and it made it a fully realized mixed attacker.
I think it's like supposed to look like it's supposed to resemble Arceus.
Yeah, it's supposed to resemble Arceus.
Which I guess that's why it's not in present day.
Because the influence, it's said that Stantler lost their psychic ability. He's over the generations, and it's because their habitats became less extreme and they didn't need it anymore. Or so they lost the ability to evolve as well.
Even if Stantler could always learn psychic.
It's just not as potent. Psychic abilities have weakened.
Even if its evolution method is even if it's one of the stupid evolution methods.
I argue they very much should bring back Weird Deer as a permanent evolution.
They could just make it use Psy-Shield level up knowing Psy-Shield Bash. Asher, hell, have it work like Annihilate.
And they just use that move 20 times. Don't need the styles.
Because they had using the move that many times is one thing, but
Trying to use double PP consumption mode on it too
it was really dumb.
And continuing with Legends of Arceus,
Cleavor.
This is the superior Scyther evolution.
And it has axe hands.
And I can attest that this thing is super powerful too. His name was Victor?
Yeah, it might have been.
I think his name was Victor. Or easily, he might have been my strongest team member.
Yeah, it is insanely strong.
Yeah, Cleavor is insanely strong, insanely cool, and just it's a shame they probably won't add this in future games
because it's based as you need a specific item for it. And now
I do hope
it gets sharpness.
It gets sharpness now.
It's now coded to have sharpness. Boy, just wait till the home update drops.
It has a signature rock move that's not only affected by sharpness, but it sets up stealth rocks when you use it too.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And yeah, which is kind of I think as equivalent to a Mortal Spin. And
no, it isn't.
But no,
that's the opposite of Mortal Spin.
Mortal
Spin poisons and removes hazards.
Oh no.
This damages and sets up hazards.
It's not a move that just makes toxic spikes. That's an ability.
That's the ability toxic debris, which is Glamora's signature ability.
Cleavor is just really cool.
And easily my favorite member of the Scyther family.
All right, then up to S tier.
Here's the best of the best. God, how did we live with? How do we even live with these lines before or their evolutions? You can mute that. Okay. Don't want to get copyright claimed by Nintendo on this.
Crobat.
Ooh boy, I don't think Crobat needs any introduction.
And man, who the fuck actually liked Golbat?
It's dumb and ugly and not very good.
Also, it had that weird fucking tongue. on
this creepy tongue.
Golbat is just Crobat is just cool.
Mhm.
Oh, just very very solid.
Very solid, very cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Blissey.
It's a Chansey that still has its stupid special wall stats.
And is even high. So the really Chansey Blissey didn't need to exist.
But it also has usable special attack.
Also, mainly it's also good for farming.
Because it gives more experience than any
It
other
gives the
Pokemon.
most experience.
And so any Pokemon tied with Eternamax, Eternus, which is a one-time boss fight in Sword and Shield.
And it doesn't function in like a normal battle.
Either, so I don't think you even get experience from it, even though it's coded to give as much as Blissey.
No, you don't.
You see the mushroom, Axel? You like Toad's Cruel? Is Morel your friend now?
Okay, ignoring that. Ignoring Axel being weird.
Ignoring the weird little guy.
Then there's Blissey. Blissey is just Blissey is all Blissey. It's just fatter Chansey, but fatter. Also just has a lot of motherly characteristics.
It's just a cute design. It has utility to back it up too.
Roserade. And there, that's better.
There we go. There's a much more interesting design. What an improvement from the extremely forgettable Roselia.
Mm-hmm.
They literally took a Pokemon and gave it a pre-evolution and an evolution in the same gen, which hadn't happened before and hasn't happened since.
Yeah.
Which is super bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not complaining. This line has finally been fully realized.
Roserade is just cool.
Yes. It's a masquerading Rose Assassin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roserade did it first.
Before. Sorry, Meowscarada. You've been. You're 16 years late to the party.
Oh, that's a magician.
Magician is still a masquerading grass type thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then there's Weavile.
It's cool.
You take Sneasel. You take Sneasel. I'll make it cooler.
It's now got a whole crown of feathers. Or is it a gem on its forehead? Does Sneasel have that? I don't remember.
Yeah, it did.
I think check actually. I don't remember if Sneasel had the gem on its forehead.
I'm
not sure if that's new for Weavile or not.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, on its forehead.
I think it's now red.
Yeah.
The gem on its forehead.
No, it's yellow.
No, it's still yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the confusion.
Yeah. Yeah, it just also has like a scarf around or two.
Yeah, and it has a little scarf or for necklace to go with its ice type.
Yeah. I mean,
or it's just cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's got. Well, it's like. Well, and did I mention really good?
Yeah. It's an absolute. Yeah.
This is a very highly specialized physical sweeper.
Mm-hmm.
Or the great move set to back its up.
Oh god! Imagine if this thing got sharpness.
Oh boy, that would be insane.
They fucking gave this sharpness.
Yeah.
Then there's Magnezone.
They took the pretty uninteresting magneton and made it into something cool.
Yeah.
Well, the magnets have melded together, and now you have a magnetone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just cool. Oh. Oh. Oh, and then we have Electivire and Magmortar.
The super-powered elemental juggernauts. These absolute beasts. You look at them and you know they're trouble. Oh, and they move up to that at a usefulness too. We have Magmortar being and its special, its stupid high special attack. That can bulk. Electivire becoming a bulky physical, bulky mix sweeper. Really, there's nothing Electivire does bad as poorly. It's just an insanely good all-around Pokemon. I'm gonna moveset variety to back that up.
No, it's primarily physical.
No, it is primarily physical. It can work as a mixed attacker.
Yeah, we'll more to that in terms of stats.
But right now.
Yeah, I just think they're just really cool.
And Togekiss.
Togekiss.
Noah's always had an affinity for the Togepi line.
And yeah, I God remember
Togster. Togster. We called him Togster, but there was no E. It was Togster. Togster.
There was never an E.
Togster.
That my Togekiss from Platinum.
Yep. The absolute unit of a powerhouse.
Togekiss is just. Yeah, it's just
good. It's really strong.
It can take hits. It's yeah.
Take hits. That's in deal them back. With its super high special attack stat. I don't remember how fast it is.
80.
80 speed isn't terrible either. Or it can outspeed a decent chunk of Pokemon. On if it's high enough leveled.
Well, and then there's then we have Porygon Z.
A stupidly hard-hitting special attacker. Does it have adaptability?
Yep.
Adaptability, tri-attack.
Yeah.
Heck, normal gem.
Well,
what?
Well, I mean, yeah, but normal gem.
Normal gem. Wise glasses also works.
Yeah.
Looks like a choice item.
Yeah.
This thing, the sheer power of its special attacks is nearly unparalleled. Oh, it's stupid strong.
And then there's Obstagoon. I talked about Obstagoon in the last video.
Since it's the only overlap between cross-gen Evos and another category. Same point. Same thing. It's just really awesome and really good.
They turned Gene Simmons into a Pokemon.
Yes. Obstagoon, the Gene Simmons Pokemon.
Yes. Obstagoon it's just cool.
You know what other Pokemon Noah had around on this sword playthrough? Surfetch,
which was actually a very last minute addition.
What was it going to be originally?
It was going to be Dragapult, but
it was going to be Dragapult. Then he realized how annoying it was to get a Dreepy.
It wasn't, and how late it evolved. It wasn't worth it using.
So enter Surfetch. That's the funny Duck Knight.
He also got like hilarious. I got him hilariously over leveled. Remember?
Yes.
I got him to over level like nearly level 70 because of how much
You pumped all the experience candy into him and didn't anticipate him getting into that high of a level. Well, right before fighting Gordy.
Yeah.
And of course he swept him.
Oh.
And after that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I fucking over leveled Surfetch. Over leveled Surfetch.
Goofy.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a Basculegion.
And to round out the preference to your list, they gave Basculin an evolution, and it is awesome. It has two variants, and it's one male, one female. The male will be more of a specialized physical attacker, or the female being a special leading mixed attacker.
Mm-hmm.
So, both are really fun to use and really good. Though unfortunately, I don't believe there's a good physical ghost option for the male, which I believe is why I opted for the female.
Yeah, that's the personal feelings list. Now to talk about necessity.
Your boy.
So in terms of in D tier we had the sole resident of D tier. Here is Bellossom. Now you're probably it's because it was meant to pair with it was meant to pair with a Bellsprout alternate Evo. Which was scrapped up fairly late
in development to the point where its counterpart remained.
And seriously, it was so late that it had stats, a dex entry, its moveset.
Nearly everything except encounter.
And its design was even worked and refined a bit.
Nearly everything except proper encounter data, and it's a mystery as to why it was scrapped at the last minute.
Though, to be fair, you don't find these in the wild. But yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't look. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't look. Okay. Maybe they just thought it looked too weird.
You're that people wouldn't like the design, which I can see why people wouldn't. But like personally, I think it's a funny, charming design.
I think Maligna's funny.
And without it, it feels weird. And Bellossom kind of feels like it's just breaking the counterpartship of the Bellsprout and Oddish lines because that's what it ended up doing.
Through no fault of Bellossom's.
It's not Bellossom's fault.
Now there isn't another. There ain't no other half there.
Sad.
There's no other half there.
Alright.
That is okay. So, then C tier.
It could have existed. It could have not. It didn't really need to, but like it doesn't cause any issues with its existence.
It's Slowking is as mentioned. It's just
basically one for one the same as Slowking, except it has high special. Its defense and special defense stats are swapped, making it a special tank.
And I think it also gets
Power Gem. And well, Slowking does not.
Yeah.
In terms of variety, technically making it the objectively better choice in that regard.
Yeah.
Hard. You could also.
I think it also gets a nasty plot too.
Ooh.
Yeah, nasty plot on Power Gem.
Yeah, I think Slowking is probably better than Slowbro. Oh, and can evolve at an earlier level at the trade-off of being a trade evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And Slowbro was already pretty good.
Oh, right, the Slime Lord's flamethrower.
Yeah, or it's funky. It's existent. Either way.
Yeah.
Hey, whether it existed or didn't exist.
Yeah, Slowbro does learn nasty plot now through through TM.
Okay.
But it's a natural move on Slowking.
So you don't need to use a TM. I mean, makes sense. Slowking is the one plotting things. It's smart.
Mm-hmm. Slowking. Slow King is yeah. It could have didn't. Then there's a Hitmontop barely escapes C tier. Barely escapes D tier. Because because it exists as a failsafe.
Yep.
Uh,
And I understand why it exists.
This
It's because they aren't just gonna pick one evolution to happen when the stats are equal. Also, like, well, we kind of need to do this, and like, it exists out of necessity. If there was an easier programming shortcut for not, or the evolution worked any other way, it probably just wouldn't exist.
This is Game Boy programming we're talking about. This is assembly programming we're talking about.
So this thing, yeah, basically its existence is just a necessity, just a coding necessity, more so than it is an actual thematic or balancing in addition to the line.
And it's not even really worth it.
And it wasn't even intended to be part of the family originally, being part of its own line.
Yeah,
it was just kind of slightly redesigned. I did.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
What about that pre-evolution to it?
That was Tyro. That was an early Tyro.
Oh, it was an early Tyro. That was gonna evolve into Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But anyways, yeah, Rhyperior. Well, I mean, it's a slight upgrade to Rhydon.
Like, Rhydon was already pretty solid, and a Rhyperior doesn't really add any new.
It just adds more to its stat. It's just strong.
It's just more Rhydon.
But it does get Solid Rock though,
which helps with its 2 quad weaknesses.
Solid Rock is a really good ability.
Though Eeveelite adding just doubling the defenses does that better. Eeveelite really does make a lot of evolved Pokemon obsolete. By its very nature.
So it makes me wonder how. I'm assuming they forgot about Eeveelite when they made King Gambit.
Oh boy, they definitely did.
That's not on this list. But still. And Sneasler, as I mentioned, they could have just had a Hisuian Weavile.
But it exists for the sake of the climbing mechanic, because Weavile's body type wouldn't have worked. Unless it was like a stupidly giant Weavile for some reason.
I know it's also a sweeper. It's also a sweeper. It's a sweeper as well. Oh no! Oh, and it's also a. Oh yeah, it's poison fighting now. Oh.
Raven.
Oh no.
Grave David. Sorry, I just named a shiny Noibat Ravid, and Noah looks at me like, what?
So yeah, Sneasler is basically just for gameplay function, like gameplay function.
And for that, yeah, it makes sense. Say in this tier for the same reason as Tyrogue.
Oh yeah. Then in B tier, they really could have. They didn't really need to
do this, but they're a welcome addition.
And there's Politoed, as mentioned. It's now a specially oriented.
Physically. Which actually works with the water typing better than Poliwrath.
And it can actually take advantage of a Psychic and Ice Beam.
Which is something that Poliwrath wasn't really able to do.
Oh yeah, though it can use those types now. Post split.
It moves like Zen Headbutt, a nice punch. Those moves aren't as good as their special counterparts.
I think Zen Headbutt it can mainly has a chance to miss, and
an Ice Punch just isn't as strong as Ice Beam.
Nowhere near as strong.
Nowhere near as strong as Ice Beam.
Though if it had the punch glove.
No, if you give one the punch glove, then ice punch is definitely workable, especially with drain punch being a move now.
But it's not in the game, is
I
it?
mean, I don't know. It is not.
No, it is.
Hell, if they wanted to, they could give it Palathin's signature move, Jet Punch.
Yeah.
Which is a priority water move.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Scizor is just a defensive, isn't just it trades its speed for defenses. Isn't Bug Steel is a lot. Bug Steel is a lot better defensively.
It's a welcome addition to the family. Even it adds a new potential use for it.
Does feel a little weird. Again, it was meant to be part of a pair.
Yeah.
As well. But it at least doesn't feel as. It at least doesn't. It at least stands on its own.
Own and feel. It feels fine in its existence.
Even if it divided. Even if they went and messed with.
And divorced Pinsir and Scyther.
A relationship ended with Scyther. Or now Heracross is my. Heracross is my new rival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weavile. I mean, Sneasel wasn't terrible. It was mainly held back by the lack of the split.
Yep. It's weird that they fixed that and gave Weavile an evolution in the same gen.
And yeah. I mean, yeah, Weavile. Sneasel was already pretty good after the split. But yeah.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I think. Yeah, but Weavile a nice addition. Same goes for Magnezone. Magneton didn't really need to exist.
Magnezone didn't.
Magnezone didn't
exist because Magneton was already pretty good. But again, welcome addition into the line.
So yeah, that's how I can describe. A lot of these Electivire, Magmortar, Porygon Z, Eaglade. Aid Frostlass, Mr. Rhyme. I'm Runerigus, Cleavor, or Saluna, on Basculegion.
They didn't really need to exist, but they're welcome additions to the line.
And yeah, that's basically just
maybe Basculegion is borderline A tier.
Basculin isn't.
But Basculin isn't impossible to use.
Yeah, it's not unusable.
It's not unusable, but it is welcome that it got an evolution.
Oh, it's a bit underwhelming.
And I would argue Basculegion should have been an A tier, personally.
You can make Basculin work, or you can make Basculin work.
Yeah. Now what's next?
Next up is A tier.
There's a good reason for these to exist.
Well, yeah. There's Kingdra. There's Kingdra.
Yeah, Seadra was underwhelming.
And Porygon on 2. Porygon was fucking terrible.
It needed an evolution.
Okay, Blissey. Okay, Blissey. Blissey just got more. It mainly did just get a lot more. Blissey mainly went even further.
But it actually gave Chansey. But it actually gave the line a roll.
Oh, yeah.
More than just
I think, yeah.
heal, because doubles didn't even exist then. Chansey's healer thing wasn't really. Well, it needed it after the split.
Yeah, after the split.
It needed it after the special stat split, which took away its special attack.
Yeah, that is my That is my objection.
And I'm blissy. You know why it exists.
As in why I
Yes,
think
they had to nerf it, so they made Chansey's special attack way lower.
35.
But they also wanted one with usable special attack. Is it like 70 or 80?
75.
75.
Nope. Yeah, a lot. The really Blissey didn't really need to increase its higher, make its defense, and make it.
That's funny. I like.
It's fun.
I love how stupid min maxed it is.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's maximum HP in over 135.
255 HP and 135 special defense.
And yes,
as a result, its physical stats are 10.
I mean, yeah, it has okay a special attack.
At 75. That's usable.
Oh, that's mainly it. It's in a playthrough. Mainly in a playthrough.
Blissey makes the line more viable.
It's mainly in a playthrough.
Blissey makes the line more viable.
Oh, because you don't want to use a stalwart.
And this can be used as a makeshift tank.
Makeshift special tank.
Special tank.
Yeah, makeshift special tank. Yeah, Miss Mag. Holy fuck, Miss Magius.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Mischievous is pretty terrible. Like very yeah, Mischievous was pretty bad. And not sure what else to say about that. And it sucks.
Listen, there's not really much else to say about that.
Yeah, Mr.
Mr. Magius made the line usable.
Well, just made those stats.
Those stats it was already just decent at, actually really good.
But yeah, they're all 105. It's
105 in speed and special stats. That's now.
That's mad. I sure and yeah, Imagine
if it was higher. Good thing they didn't do that.
Or if it had a secondary type.
A secondary type.
It really should have the fairy type.
It should be a fairy type. Man, I really wish they did that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing. Yeah. Or yeah, he gets a fucking mystical fire or power gem, shadow ball, all thunderbolt, energy ball, all psychic, calm mind or nasty plot, a dazzling gleam. Yeah, this is yeah.
This is good.
Even it hits really hard. Hard. Oh right, it also has levitate. It has 3 immunities.
He's ghost fighting, no, normal fighting and ground.
Yeah, this all applies. This all applies to
Mischievous, but
yeah, it's just.
But really, its stats. Just abysmal.
Yeah, it just abysmal. Yeah, no.
85 in those stats.
Is
just decent. And it's not enough to warrant using it.
Oh, thank God they got rid of Psywave.
Yeah. Psywave's just a terrible move. Fucking random base power.
Yep. Oh yeah, Miss Matt. Yeah. And yeah, and really apply. Yeah, it really does apply to all of the other. Everything else in here. Or take stuff that's not very good. Or something that's rather stuff that's rather either not very good or just mainly the really mediocre stuff.
Yep.
Take some of the really mediocre stuff.
And make them good.
Yeah, that's really all there is to say about the without becoming out without this coming off as a bit redundant. Yeah,
For Tangrowth, I did it for Urtoga Kit.
Gliscor, Mamoswine, and Dusknoir, are Obstagoon,
Conan Berserker.
and also we're doing Overquill.
You're doing Overquill.
Oh.
And now we move into the final category of this list.
S tiers. These were absolutely necessary.
Because their pre-evolutions sucked.
Crobat, Crobat is just a lot better.
I don't think we need to really spend much time on these. Golbat sucked. Here's Crobat. Onyx sucked. Here's Steelix. Roselia sucked. Here's Roserade. Apom sucked. Here's Ambipom. Murkrow sucked. Here's Honchkrow, even though it also still kind of sucks. Slickertongue sucked. Here's Licky Licky. Yanma sucked. Here's Yanmega. Nosepass sucked. Here's Probopass. Corsola sucked. Here's Cursula. Farfetch sucked. Here's Surfetch.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's really not much
to say here.
Despite the large amount of Pokemon, they really do just boil down to one category, or down to these categories.
So let's get it moving.
And thankfully, with actually like the shortest,
the shortest category here, and I think the shortest category in this entire event in terms of species
is these Eeveelutions.
Starting with, well, this is my preference.
And in C either we have Eevee itself.
It exists. It's a very plain design. It's cute.
Yeah.
It mainly exists. You're mainly paying attention to the line because of the evolutions.
And which B is they're
cool.
Oh, I guess There's Jolteon in the Gen 4.
You say it more.
Jolteon, Leafeon, and Glaceon. I don't really have much to say.
Hey, they're just cool. And now the great ones.
and Sylveon on Espeon and on Umbreon, the friendship evolutions. And then there's S tier.
The faves.
I just really like I love Flareon.
Yeah. Vaporeon's super neat and unique.
Nope, not doing it.
Not doing that.
Not doing it.
All right.
Not much to say there.
And viability.
Do
note that we're not counting partner Eevee.
Because that
outclasses like every Eeveelution.
Since it gets all of their moves. Partner Eevee obtained the all moves.
So Eevee's in D tier?
Because we're not taking partner Eevee into account. Oh fuck, man. Okay, so we then have in B tier.
Yeah, all of them are at least good.
All of them are at least good. In B tier we have a Jolteon, on which it gets electric and it can ghost and not much else. And nothing else really. Oh yeah, stats. Oh. Jolteon as a special sweeper, or with decent special defense.
And those numbers?
110 special attack, 95 special defense, 130 speed. Its physical stats are all 60. 60 to 65.
And I think it's the fastest.
Yeah, I think it's the fastest. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest. It learns electric, ghost, and mud slap, I guess. Who's giving this thing mud slap? Who is giving this thing mud slap?
Tell back by its moveset.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Then we have a Umbreon, which is the defensive one. On 65 in its attack and speed, 60 in its special attack, 95 in HP, 110 in defense, 130 special defense. And it's the tank. Meant to be the tank.
Well, no, more just a wall.
Just a wall. Well, I mean, it's mainly used to. It's mainly used to pat. I think its main function is to pat as boosts. Is to someone else. Also, since it gets a Calm Mind substitute. Calm Mind substitute. Calm Mind and substitute.
Home claws?
Oh, home claw. I don't think it doesn't learn home claws. It's mainly to pat. It's mainly to pat us. Yeah, it's mainly to pat. Yeah. And it also can you. It's and also it gets inner focus. So it doesn't feel it can't be flinched. Jolteon got quick feet, even Volt Absorb.
Oh.
Quick feet, yay! You know, raises your speed up, boosts your speed, and if there's a status condition. Jolteon can't be paralyzed.
And the speed stat is 130.
Yep, 130. So that's not necessary. It's just dumb. And that is just insanely dumb. Volt Absorb I get. That would be what to go with. Umbreon is. But the thing is, it's. I don't know if it's really that. I won't really say if it. Not sure if I'd say it's something fun to use in a playthrough.
Even if it is hypothetically pretty good at its role.
Oh, but it's just it's just
Well, walls in general usually aren't super fun to use in playthroughs.
Glaceon. Its abilities are weather based.
Yep.
It's a special. It's a ice type trying to be a tank.
Yeah, it has 110 defense, 95 special defense, and 130 speed.
Yeah.
So if you do avoid those four types, then and you can get a pretty hard to counter Hermon.
Good luck using one though.
Yeah, there is that availability issue.
In earlier games.
At least in Scarlet Violet, you could
and it's Sword and Shield.
Just
in Gen 8 and 9.
You could sneak into high leveled areas and get ice stones for it.
Yeah, but it gets ice, water.
It's water pulse, ice beam,
or
shadow ball.
Yeah, that's really it. It does get Calm Mind though.
So it does work in its role, and it's Snow Cloak, right?
Snow Cloak.
Oh, because it's hidden ability.
Snow Cloak. No, it's primary
ability. Okay, Ice Body. Snow Cloak and Ice Body. So it's meant to work in a Hail team.
Yeah, it's mainly weather dependent.
Well, not dependent,
but it can also spam Blizzard too.
But it gets way better in a Hail team.
Then we move up to 8 here.
You're just great options.
And
And all around. Not really much to say.
and we have the normal elemental evolutions.
As in the starter type.
The starter type evolutions.
Let's start with Leafeon.
Okay,
Vaporeon.
Yeah, they're going in order.
Okay, Dex order, so it's reverse.
Vaporeon.
Yeah.
Water absorb and hydration, and also rain for rain.
Yeah, hydration for rain. 130 HP, 110 special attack, and 95 special defense. Absolutely a special tank.
And well, it's a water type, meaning it gets access
S2 ice.
to water and ice.
Water, ice, ghost, shadow ball, and of course, calm mind.
Yeah. I think all the special ones get access to that.
I think it's elevated above B tier by water just being a really good defensive
Water is
type.
good defensively. And well, it can even counter. It can
That's with Ice Beam.
Yeah, it's.
Even though it's probably going to be outsped by a grass type.
So the Flareon, it definitely got better after the split.
Yeah.
Guts is a fucking terrible ability.
What's the other ability?
Flash Fire.
Flash Fire.
Guts is terrible for a fire type.
It doesn't have great abilities, but on its stat, it got a unique and fun evolution to use.
130 in its attack, 95 special attack. Okay.
And 110 special defense. High attack and high special defense.
I feel like that special attack probably should have gone to like its speed or something.
I think special attack should have gone to HP.
Yeah, HP.
Personally.
Yeah, it is pretty slow.
But looking at its moveset, it has some unique advantages.
It gets Flare Blitz, can actually use Dig.
Offensively.
Go
down. Bite.
Bite for dart.
For dart coverage.
It's Flare Blitz.
We already mentioned
Flare Blitz. Yeah, it used Dig.
Go down. Okay, it only gets double kick. I wish it got low kick.
But it does learn Will-O-Wisp though.
So it can burn.
So it can use for support too.
I probably should have been B tier person, honestly.
It is B.
Oh, it is B?
Yeah.
No, you put it in A tier.
What?
You put it in A tier.
Really, it can burn.
So that is pretty good.
That's or Toxic was stripped from a bunch of Pokemon in Gen 8, so Umbreon can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Or can't and set that up. Oh yeah, Burn is a really good status condition. And to inflict.
Because it also helps with Flareon's less than impressive defense.
And yeah, I think that's what elevates it. It can be. It
is that it can get a burn off.
Yeah, I can set up a burn.
Burn, which is an inherently crippling status condition, and Pure Fire is a way better defensive type than a lot of people give it credit.
Yeah, it's only water, rock, and ground.
It's weak to 3 types, but it resists 6 of them. That is an insane amount of resistances.
And then there's a Leafeon.
Rock isn't a very common offensive type.
It is a grass type, and its abilities are sun based.
But it makes up for it by having just really good stats.
110 and
110 attack, 130 defense, and 95 speed.
It goes up decent speed.
It's notably fast among evolutions. And it's considering there are some pretty slow ones in the bunch.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one is pretty fast.
I believe its moveset is basically equivalent to Flareon's.
Yeah. It gets Aerial Ace.
Aerial Ace.
Ace, Leaf Blade, Swords Dance.
And it's X Scissor. Whoa.
I think it's mainly just held back for being
I mean, the pure grass type, which, isn't very good.
with tons of tons of tons of pretty common types.
Yeah, it's countered by that.
It's countered pretty easily.
It's countered easily.
That's what holds it out of back from the top.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which,
The top.
oh dear God,
These two.
Espeon.
Let's see. Oh.
Synchronize ain't that good, but
Magic Bounce as an ability sends your stats conditions right back at you.
yep. This thing's got maximum pink.
130 special attack, 95 special defense, and 110 speed.
It's like a budget Alakazam.
Yeah, really. If you don't have a trade partner.
Espeon is really good. No, what about its learn stat?
It gets Psychic. It gets Psychic.
Shadow
Ball. Draining Kiss.
Dazzling Gleam.
Dazzling Gleam. Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam.
Power Gem.
Power Gem. I didn't notice that one.
Did I mention it gets Calm Mind?
And Calm Mind.
It can also use Baton Pass.
Woo! I'm sorry for that.
This thing's kind of insane. And for real.
Yup.
Ew.
And finally,
Sylveon.
The most recent in Eeveelution. And 95 HP, 110 special attack, and 130 special defense. And solid is a defensive typing of pure fairy.
Cute Charm and Pixelite.
Since poison and steel aren't extremely common offensive types. Cute Charm's a good utility and can sometimes mess the opponent up. Pixelate allows it to get stabbed about Hyper Voice, even though it doesn't really need it when it gets Moonblast.
That's really used for doubles.
It's used for doubles with Hyper Voice. That makes sense.
And yeah.
All right.
And so it gets Moonblast. Psychic, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and so it's basically Magical Leaf.
Magical Leaf. It's a tanky alternative to Espeon. And I'd say is equally great.
It's Espeon, but it gets Stab on Fairy and
instead of Psychic.
And in addition to Psych,
it's a Stab on Fairy instead of Stab on Psychic. And trades it's rock coverage for grass coverage.
It can even use Psychic to counter poison, and
which is just pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. And this thing, yeah. So, these are the easy S tier. That's all eight of them.
Eeveelutions were a bit weird to rank, but
since they're functionally like the exact, since moveset wise, a lot of them are nearly identical.
It was very much mainly the stats that differentiated them, and the ones with more diverse movesets got the edge.
And yeah, as we said, partner Eevee would be it would outclass
all of these on sheer moveset variety and secondary effects.
But that is stuff. But that can't be you. But that would be
Only gone to starters because it's of the game. It's a starter
and
it wouldn't be fair to compare it to these guys.
So that's all of the evolution related stuff.
And tomorrow
we're talking about some miscellaneous
category, miscellaneous reoccurring categories.
Is Pika Clone owns fossils and pseudo legendaries. Yeah, I know that feel. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, yeah.
They're just categories that tend to reoccur a lot, and they're just generally well known.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Known and more well accepted, more so than stuff like having a regional dog or cat.
Yeah. 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 We're. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well. Yep. See. Well. See you tomorrow.
And we discuss us these miscellaneous categories.
Yep. So that being said, I'm Nosrun.
And I'm Emery, and bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video.
Yay.
Yeet!